Hey builders, Brick Ratty up here, and it's not always that you get to review two different waves of Citizen Brick products within 1 month, but I recently looked at their New York Comic-Con figures here, and today we have their brand new releases from Halloween that just came out. Just clearing out the tissue paper, I got one of their new figures and some of their new parts, so let's get these organized and check them out. The figure I did buy was M3GAN by them. Bought some of their brand new parts, including a big head and a couple of double heads, new torsos and legs, and I got one of their flocked heads just to check them out. And this is just going to show that I am not a completionist. They released a new version of their Jason figure with 2 heads, and I just don't think it's going to fit in my collection. So I skipped out on that, but I did get some fun stuff here. They did have some new tiles, like these blood bags here that I got. They do say that they're AB blood. And they re-released their Spirit Halloween signs there. Quick fig barf here of their new legs being these bat pants. I picked them up in coral, and I didn't even think about it. I should have gotten these in orange as well, just to have another color that's more Halloween-y, but I thought this would be a fun one to pick up. I only got the 1 pair though, so I probably should have thought out ahead more on what colors I would want. Also the torso that says Spooky Time, I need to get that one just because that's fun. Does have orange hands, so it should go with either their double pumpkin head here or one of their other pumpkin options. I also just put the skeleton double head there just to show that off together. Both of these are probably my 2 favorite parts that they released in this wave. I think they're going to have the most utility overall. Love to see somebody use these skeletons like a catacomb, and the jack-o'-lanterns could really just be used in the front of a haunted house. It's also nice to see that back printing there, continuing the grooves in the pumpkins. And I'll just switch out the torso and head. So for the next one, we have their ghost t-shirt, basically, nothing on the back, and another pumpkin head, this time being more of their mask ones that they do. They have a couple different versions like that. The back, pumpkin lines again. So if you really wanted to, you could probably throw the pumpkin looking like this and throw it into a mock. That way the face isn't showing. It is too bad that it isn't just a normal jack-o'-lantern from the front. I think that would have been a really great part to get and could be very useful. But that's really about it for this. Let's go to the next torso and headset. And that is their bat shirt here. It's kind of funny. It has a little shadow underneath it. Nothing on the back again. Featuring a double head here that is their vampire print. This has been on a single head before, but now it's on this 2-headed piece here. And features great printing. Normally it is on a yellow head, I'm pretty sure, so it's nice to get it on white. I feel like that matches the vampire feeling a little bit more. And it's always fun on these molded parts. They always put a CB for Citizen Brick, so that's a nice little Easter egg if you don't know about it. I have one more head, so I'll throw that on quick. It's their taller pumpkin mask, helmet, whatever you would call it here. Very long. It's in same sort of printing as the other pumpkin heads. And it seems like it is pretty much the same design as their wider big head, but, you know, has the full mouth showing since the mask is below the actual carving there. And I guess, again, you could have another funny pumpkin in the background. Otherwise, this could kind of look like a column of some sort if you want to just stack them, use them in a build that way. That could be a little bit interesting. But I'm just happy to get some really interesting Halloween parts to use somewhere eventually. And with their tall heads, they are the perfect width for a Lego head. So you could put a hair piece, a helmet, or anything that you would want to there. But let's get onto the figure. It's going to feature the pretty typical red carded Citizen Brick packaging here, where it has the typical write-ups about the company, some jokes. It's going to be pad printed on official Lego parts. So it uses the same printing style as Lego and the official pieces. On the back, more write-ups about the company, website citizenbrick.com. That's where I bought all these parts, and you can find them on those social media platforms. One bummer about these figures is always that you have to rip open the packaging to get the figure out. Doesn't bother me since I have to review them anyway, but for some people that is going to bother them a bit. I go both ways. It is nice to have a packaging to put your figures in afterwards, but you can always get a display case of some sort. M3GAN features a nice molded machete here, which I believe is a Brick Arms part, or it could be Citizen Brick molded. I'm not 100% sure, but Jason here used the same one, but that one has blood printing on it. This comes in a dark gunmetal instead of the silver. Both of them look pretty nice. but I'll just get that out of the way to show off the printing a little bit better. In addition to that custom molded part, it also comes with their molded shorter dress piece there and the sleeves for both arms. On top of having sleeves, it also has printed arms to show a striped shirt. So that's a nice little detail, even though it is maybe partially covered by the sleeve, or the printing just cuts off where the sleeve ends. You can also see that the feet are printed to have little shoes of some sort. Same for the back of the legs. Nothing on the inside of the legs. They usually don't print there. That is totally fine with me. Let's just get that dress piece off quick. And you can just see white mid-legs. Be kind of fun to figure out other ways to use these feet here. You kind of throw them anywhere just because they are generic shoes. On the torso, nice little ribbon with some metallic gold. So that's kind of nice to get that shine. All the colors there are printed pretty clean. Getting the hairpiece off, you can even see that that black stripe continues to the top of the torso. And I think my favorite part of this figure is the creepy face, the dead eyes with no pupils, really. It's very unsettling. Works very well to give it a horror movie look. It almost even has a neutral face, so it's pretty typical of the Citizen Brick design ethos. And I haven't seen the movie yet, but I had to get this figure just because I have the rest of their horror figures, basically. What a weird little figure to get. It's always weird seeing Citizen Brick do a more modern character like this, but either they liked the movie or just wanted to get something Halloween related out that was brand new. And I think a lot of people are going to be pretty happy with this one, but let's get on into the comparisons and the final verdict. With this being my second Halloween release, I would definitely say I'm a bit more underwhelmed this year than last year. I thought the figures that came out were a lot more exciting. I think the Freddy Krueger had some great things about it. This is more of a fig barf of the True Red and Citizen Brick one. I thought the sweater was a little too over detailed, but if you want to see these figures in more detail, check out the video in the corner. It's kind of funny to see both years now they use their custom molded dress piece on two different figures. And I guess this year really was more of a parts pack with the legs and torsos and less of a figure year, where last year, they released the 3 different figures here. So 2 figures and then all these parts, which are nice. I think there are going to be a lot of uses for these, especially those pumpkin masks if you get creative with them, or even the heads especially. These legs have some really great printing on them. I wish I'd gotten more Halloween actual colors instead of a weird pink, but in the moment I just wasn't super interested, and then afterwards I was like, shoot, missed out on that, and they sold out. So always something to keep in mind with Citizen Brick stuff, like sometimes it sells out, sometimes doesn't, so it's important to really get there on the day that they release. But for me even, I was more focused on the True Red release this time around, which is a first for me, where I think I wasn't 100% focused on the Citizen Brick release. Did get at least one of everything I wanted, so it's not like I missed anything that I was looking to get. But again, like I said, if I had just been more focused, maybe I would have thought to get more colors of those. But maybe one is good enough, and I just need to limit myself a bit more. I do think it's nice to have less products coming out. Since I did buy those Comic-Con figures, those ended up taking a bit out of my custom budget. But like I said, I got everything I wanted. I hope everybody else that was looking to get some stuff also picked up what they were looking for. But if you want to see more Citizen Brick reviews or custom LEGO videos overall, check out all the other videos on my channel. I've been Brick Radiop, and I'll see you in the next video.